Um, just thinking, should we stay in this village or should we move on to the... Ooh, now that's a nice find. Are we... It's literally just getting to night, so... I think if we walk around the village a little bit more, see what we can find, see if there's a farm or something. Yeah, I'm gonna take this guy's bed and sleep in it. Right, let's see if we can find some more dudes to steal from. There's another blast furnace in there. Let's take this furnace. Yeah. Taking the lanterns. I'm stuck in a pond. Do 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 do. I've already got a bed. I don't need to take another one. do 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 do. Just taking more lanterns. You can't stop me. I'll take them all. I said we're taking all of the lanterns. I like how this house just literally is just like a sex den. How sweet that is a farm. How sweet is the... Right, let's go explore. Put a map on our hotbar here, we'll actually be able to see where we're heading. I definitely don't want to build in a snow biome. Hmm. Just wondering. Just thinking about a topic that we could talk about while we're walking here. There's literally a swamp right next to this ice biome. Like, what the fuck? Oh, well, I fucking hate swamps. They're just so ugly. It's like having to swim. Hmm, desert that's not bad. Got some sugarcane now. Serve better in the end game. Definitely like hmm like I started watching X-Aid. Come on, X-Aid recently. It's like if you put like doctors and gamers together, it's quite a good concept. And like each writer is like a different game. It's quite interesting. I'm on episode 4, so I haven't really got into like the plot yet, but it's pretty interesting from what I've already seen. It's quite a good show. Like the fourth Common Rider show I've watched now. Like I watched Saber, I watched Drive, I watched Double. So I might. So yeah, it's quite good so far. Like it's like classic Common Rider basically, like Monster of the Week and stuff like that. Like I'm looking forward to seeing how like the Doctor's element uh plays into it, because like it's like basically like because like in episode 1, because like this kid gets the quote unquote monster virus, the bugler virus. That's what it's called. It's the thing that generates the monsters from the games. And he like makes a CGI thing that like our main dude, which is and like the first game is like pretty much like a Mario ripoff, and then like the second game, which is like the second rider, It's pretty much like an RPG. It's quite good. It's like a Final Fantasy or Fatal Bullet, for example, like similar to those. It's quite interesting. But yeah, it's quite. I'll give you an update once I watch a couple more episodes and see what it's like if we get down into the show. Cause like just trying to venture around the map at the minute while we talk about my adventures into Common Rider. That's the thing. I've nearly watched like all 45 Sentais now. It's like I'm getting there. I'm on Bioman, which is quite good. Could talk about Sentai, but while we walk about. So we could talk about that and go on many a tangent. But yeah, I am looking forward to. We will do some actual like caving soon. I'm just trying to find where we're gonna set up our base of operations. Maybe in the desert. That's probably like a good idea. Like our home base and stuff. It's gonna be quite good. Like it's gonna be quite interesting to admit because yeah. So like for example with the whole Sentai thing. This year's Sentai, well last year's Sentai was Key Sentai Zenkaiser. It's it's a pretty wild show. It's a it's an anniversary. It's the 45th, and it's a main. Like for the Rangers themselves, we have like two humans and four Kikanoids, which are basically like these robot things that have like a humanized form. But then they also have like ranger forms, which are pretty much like basically like their robot forms that allow them to like turn into the robots. And then we have our human, one of our two humans, which is Zenkaiser. He like one of those like over the top like as to lucky type characters. It's quite annoying to admit after a while. You just have to zone it out. And then we have our sixth ranger who comes from Pikalia, which is the pirate world. Basically, we're dealing with like a parallel world situation. So I'll get to talking about the villains in a sec. I just wanna look at the map again quickly. And yeah, and then we have our extra ranger slash sixth ranger called Tukaiser, who is a a pirate, and he has a suit similar to the Kaiju's, which is pretty cool. Cause and he like spins the gear and he dances to transform. It's quite a fun experience if you've seen him transform. It's quite a good ride. And then we have our villains, like pretty much like parallel world dictators. It's quite funny when you think about it. But then like also we have the I can't remember their name for the life of me, but basically they're like the standard normal villain, Sentai villain, where they're like, I wanna literally kill you, guys, without literally having a reason. He's just there to drive the episodes. He's like this big old Genjin dude, and he also has like a bird because like we have like this bird. Uh, the birds are important to the story because there's an evil one and then there's a good one as well, and they just gonna make a boat and we can continue with the Gazenkaiser chat. Uh, how do you make a boat again? I think I need a spoon. Spoon. Have to admit, I loved the way the Broken Age stream came out in the end. It was just accidental chaos. That's the thing. I think we'll also play a little bit of Gun Gale Online again today. I think we'll stream that later. I just wanna do an hour of Minecraft, and then we'll just to, like chill before we get into like a more serious game like that. Like either Gun Gale or Broken Age, because Broken Age, as I've done a little research on, we're just about midway of Arc 1 on Shay's side of things, which is Shay is Space Boy, the captain of the SS Teletubby, and then Flower Girl, as I've figured out, is named Bella, and she's pretty important because we have to do her side to get into Act 2. So I think that's what we'll end up doing on Tuesday, is continuing that. Is like finishing Shay's side. But now I'm just gonna make a boat because so we can like actually continue on to Arc 2. Because apparently from what I haven't seen anything to do with Arc 2. I didn't spoil myself. I just looked up how to continue the game itself because like I got to if you were there for that stream you'd know I got frustrated in the end that we couldn't like uh find where we were supposed to go with the to access the claw arms. So that's the reason that stream ended. It would have gone on for like another hour or so, but I just didn't want to switch because I wanted to make Flower Girl, aka Bella, an entire stream to herself. So I think that's what we'll do. Is later today, I think we'll do Bella's side of thing, and then on Tuesday I think we'll do Shay, because we need to do both sides, like complete the entire of Act One on both sides for it to go into Act Two. Bless you. So it's a bit complicated in the end, but I think it'll work. Just giving you guys a heads up for what is gonna be a good while. Like for those that like a bit of a head up, cause like from what I saw, Bella's side is a good hour and a half. So that'll be a good like two. As like how Shay's was a good 3 hours, Bella's might be a good 3 hours. I just don't know yet. Like there's like a good hour and a half worth of content, but I know for a fact that like with how chaotic it might end up getting again, it might like extend into a good like 4 to 5 hours worth of stream. So that is the reason why. Because like it's just like I don't know if it is gonna end up like that again. I don't. That's not me like trying to plan out jokes or anything. It's just how it works. Like I think I'm gonna make Minecraft into a thing we stream each week because we can just sit and discuss like our main streams. Like for example, Gun Gale. And I'm gonna be streaming a brand new game tomorrow. I'm not gonna spoil what it is. Because it's going to be one of our main weekly games that we always return to for a good while. Like it's going to be a good series both on streams and in the YouTube VOD side of things. So I'm looking forward to that. I think if we level off this area, we could make it into a good like home base. I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh my axe broke. Yeah, it's gonna make a good starting base. I just need to get some cobblestone so I can make a better axe, so I can deforestize the entire area. I think it'd be a good idea to do that. Because like if we can at least like flatten the area and like is that a natural cave? It's full of water. It's not even bother going down into. Shame. But yeah, like if I can at least level off like all the trees and stuff, it'd be a good starting base. And there is a swamp nearby, Meaning that it will be good for. It'll be good for things later in the line. And it's near a village, so we can get villagers to trade with later if they still living, of course. So let's. There we go. No, I meant a pickaxe, not an axe. But yeah, I think that's how it's gonna be in the end. Like, it's just gonna like this is just gonna be a game where we come back to each week just to chill and chat. Really, like just a weekly thing, or like every 2 weeks. Cause there's like a couple series that I am gonna do. Like we're gonna play the entire of Broken Age. We're gonna do a complete Gun Gale Online playthrough, and without spoiling what the game is, that I plan to eventually do a Fable 2 playthrough. It's on my list of things that I want to play. Like I have a little list on my phone of games where I'm just like, okay, that maybe a bit of fun for him. There's like games on the Game Pass, so we can just pick one off there every month and just so we can just download one off there every now and then and play a brand new game. And like make it just into like a good stream and like try and make it a good time because then like by that point we'll have like all our regular series that you will know to expect. So like probably like I'm also just thinking about a schedule itself because I've from looking up how to get better at streaming. There's a whole thing about scheduling and schedules. So I want to eventually set one of them up. It's just that I'm having a bit too much fun with the streaming. It's but yeah, just so people can like expect. Sorry, people actually do want to follow all the madness that is going to be these streams. At least it's consistent. Because like it is like most of the time just gonna devolve into like some form of chaos or a rant on a certain subject. Like for example, the Sentai slash Rider route. And I will let you know on Xade once I watch a couple more episodes. Because like it seems like it's gonna be a really good ride. It's just I think it has a bit of a slow start. It's just it's just it's like the level 1 forms, which are like these like really chubby chibi forms. Just going into another X8 rant for those that don't know. Right. Basically like the level 1 chibis, who are like these really like fat chibi forms, the forms that they need to save the patients, going back into the doctor theme. And once they've separated the monster from like the patient, they can go into like their level 2 forms, which are like, this is something that I saw in episode 2, is that after they like separate the thing from the patient, they can become like a more humanoid rider form, which is like their level 2 form, and they can do more like special attacks and stuff in the second form. If you like know a clue about Xaid, then you'll know what I'm on about. But for those that don't, it's my ex broke. One sec. And you're like, yeah, you're like agreeing with me. But like for the ones that don't know, yeah, it's basically that's how it works. And yeah, I think for the overall cool of the stream, I think I'm just gonna clear the island of trees. If we make a if we make a little like if we make a little like because like if we clear the island, right? Because this is like gonna be where like our it is where gonna be our main base of operations is gonna be is on this island. But then there's like another island over there which is a bit bigger. So it might be beneficial to like make our house slash like our den over here, and then eventually venture over there to like get like animals and stuff like that. You know, actually play the game efficiently. I think I'm gonna make a starter house on the actual beach of the island, and then once we've like cleared the island, leveled it out, that's when I think we'll make like our castle. Like, because I will eventually expand the island, and it will be like this big, massive bit of land. So I think for now, if we just set up like a little bungalow. If we just sleep so it's day, just so it's easier to build. Because like if we just like that's what I think I'm gonna spend like the next bit of the stream doing is just making this bungalow. Because if we set this up, we can just like slowly but surely tear into the island. Put a center. Is that 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. It needs to go out one more this way. There we go. And now that's the center. Like, and then if we go, Sorry that I'm a bit more quiet at the minute. I'm just counting out blocks. Yes, we're actually getting into the virtual Lego element of the stream where we just build a framework here at the minute. Or at least like a decent template for when we get enough materials to finish this, because I don't think we'll have enough time to actually finish getting enough materials in this session, but because I only want to ever do the Minecraft streams for like an hour and a half to 2 hours maximum, because they are just in between the streams where we just sit and chat, or like catch up streams for when I haven't got something bigger planned. So like they will at some point probably fill in the space. For example, if like I haven't got something planned that week, like something big, for when we eventually like get onto a weekly schedule and all that naff. Because like once we've got a schedule and we know what to expect per stream, then like random streams like this will become a thing of the past. And that's kind of how I want it to go. Because I kind of want you to know what each stream is and what to expect content wise. So if you don't like that type of content, you can just not turn up for that stream, for example. Like, I don't know how good of a vlog this is actually going to make, because it's just me talking random now for like an hour. But yeah, let's get back to the old Zen Kaiser rant while we're building this. So basically, where was I? Oh yeah, I was on Two Kaiser. Basically, Two Kaiser is the pirate dude who like he sings and dances for like each monster. He like each monster that he hunts. He like he does like a song theme to that thing. So like he's like pretty entertaining to watch because of that reason. So that's the reason I kind of really like Two Kaiser. And like his sister is like a smart character that invents the tech. So he's like the fighter, and like his sister's the inventor. Because like later down the line, it's because of her we get the quote unquote season upgrade. And like it's basically like a total reference to older Sentai. Because like the season upgrade is basically based on Juren Rex and Time Fleezer, which are both mecha from Time Ninja and Duel Ninja, respectively. Which Power Rangers wise is MMPR and Time Force for the Power Ranger side. I will like if there is a Power Rangers equivalent, I will remember to mention it in the rant. It's just you know, that probably looks better. That probably looks good. But if there is a Power Rangers equivalent, then I will kind of remember to mention it. But if I don't, then don't expect me to try and hunt down a specific thing to make the explanation a bit better. It's just how it's gonna be. Just trying to plug the controller in because it's gonna die. In the when we go on Sentai rants while we play digital Lego. I'm just trying to get it to charge. There we go. It's working now. Right, there we go. Right, I think that looks nice, wall-wise. What do you guys think? Does it look alright? Like, I have not a clue when it comes to building on this game. Like, I just do what looks kind of nice. I have kind of a clue when it comes to it. It's just I need to get some more birch. They look too similar for it to be entirely like that. Because I like the contrast between like this and this. It's quite nice. Can I put a lantern down yet? It does, doesn't it? It's there we go. Put them on the beams. Right, I'm just gonna get a bit more birch so we can at least build the ground floor in this stream. But yeah, back to the old Zenkaiser, right? We'll go back to the rant while we're gonna put the bed down while we chop birch. But basically, and then eventually the villains send out their own ranger called Stasizer, and he's like the evil ranger slash rival to Kaito. Kaito is Zenkaiser, by the way. If I didn't already mention that, I probably didn't. And Stacey's name is Stacy, and he's just such a good boy. He has the ability to summon past Sentais that are basically like his slaves. It's quite funny. And then he can also summon the past mecha if he's using the correct gear. But he can't exactly overuse gears. For example, like if he was to, he has like a summon limit. I think it's like, as long as he doesn't like spam the summons, he's all right. It's quite. Oh, God's sake, I fell in a hole. There we go. But yeah, like, and it's like quite interesting to see which Sentai Stacy might summon when he's around, because it's like, but also like the Rangers slash the Zenkaisers can also use these gears to use the legendary powers of the Sentai. Like, for example, with Juoja, they can use the Imbeast. For example, like the Imbeast legend, which allows like Zenkaiser in episode 1 dual eagle's wings, so you can fly about, which is quite cool. Which is season 40, by the way. But then there's also in the special one-off, well, it's actually a two-parter special episode. There's like this other human that uses his like dream to become Zenkai Red, and it turns like the Kikinoids, which are like the robots, into humans. It's quite a really funny two-parter to admit, because it's like this is what the Sentai might have looked like. And to be honest, I think I kind of preferred what happened in the special, basically like the appearances of how the Kikonoids looked, because they looked convincing and it was a good time. So we have, as our main cast, we have Zenkaiser, Zenkai Broom, which is our blue, Zenkai Majin, which is our pink, Zenkai Julon, which is our red, and then we have Zenkai Gaon, which is our yellow. Put windows in there. And like those four make up our two main mecha for the show. And like for like the first 5 episodes of Zenkaiser, it is just like the cast being introduced, and it's a really good ride, and I really like it. And then after like then we have a break episode after episode 5, and then Stacy gets introduced. So I really like the way that it was done in that fact. And then we had 2 episodes with Stacy, and then we had 2 Kaiser's introduction, which was just a really good episode. Get some more cobblestone. But yeah, that's basically how a basic overview of what Zenkaiser is, and it's a pretty good ride. We're coming up to the hour mark. We are coming up to the hour mark. We're at 55 minutes. So yeah, it's been a pretty good ride. So I think for like this last bit, I am just gonna focus on getting enough cobblestone to make an axe and just grinding out a couple more trees. Oh, some coal, that's great. Get some torches. It's real great. You know what I'm after do? I'm after cobblestone. It's great and all, but get some coal. It's not really what I'm after. I'm after this. I'm after the sweet, sweet cobblestone. Just make a pile quickly so I can find the entrance to this again. Yeah, I nearly broke my legs. And I think let's make an axe and also put some food. But yeah, like you can kind of get a basic overview of how this little manor's gonna look, because I plan on making the plan for the main base eventually is that this is just going to be like a basic two-story house, and then eventually over here, once we've like flattened everything and leveled it out, is that I want to join this island with the other island, and I want to make a kingdom. That's the plan, and I think we'll have to do like some longer Minecraft streams for that to be achievable. Yeah. Yeah, I think, but that's the plan. Like, at least I'm coming into this with a plan instead of like the last couple streams where it's just been total fucking madness for the entire like 2 to 3 hours that we've been messing about. And it's just been a really good ride, but like for example with like the Gun Gale stream, I was just mad for like the first quarter, and then I eventually calmed down. And then like that's when I think it got good, when I like eventually calmed down and it was just us doing some voice acting and stuff. It's quite a good. I'm just gonna finish this wall and then I'm clocking out for my break. And I think oh, I don't have enough. Yeah, I am gonna finish this wall, but then I am gonna clock out get some lunch, and then I think we're gonna do Broken Age. See if I can find. Let me just run back to the house quickly. But that's the thing, I just wanted to finish that wall, and then I am gonna clock off for a break. Give the controller a chance to charge. See if I can at least but yeah, the plan is to, with the Minecraft stuff, is to eventually build a castle, like build a kingdom, and like when we get villagers, put the villagers to work as like the staff for the kingdom, and it'll be like a pretty good idea. I have an idea of how it is gonna be eventually. I just need to do a couple like 4 to 3 hour streams of just playing Minecraft. Because like that's what it's gonna probably take for us to establish enough cobblestone to at least put like the border down of the like the frames like a castle, and then like, because it's going to be like a castle with like a kingdom as well, and I want like to wall off that kingdom like Attack on Titan style. If you've like ever watched that show, I'm not going to explain now because we have run out of time for rambling. Just want to get this wall done. So I'll probably it's off key. I just want to get the so yeah, I think we are going to do Broken Age this afternoon. Like, I'm determined if we can at least do Bella's. No, I think I am going to save Broken Age for Tuesday. I think that's what Tuesday's going to be. I think if we do Bella on Tuesday and we do more Gun Gale online this afternoon. So yeah, expect there to be some Gun Gale this afternoon. Just going to take a screenshot for trying to take a screenshot for the VOD side of this, so it looks decent. There we go. Right, I'll see you this afternoon.